Yippee-ki-yay, melon farmer. Hey, welcome back, Knife Nerds and Everyday Care People. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and I know that it's been a while since I've been on here, and I gotta say, I've been faced with a couple of really terrible physical ailments that have stopped me from kind of making some content. One of them was I think I've got a tear in the labrum of my hip, or possibly a cyst on the inside of my hip. And I have to tell you, it is the most painful time I've ever had in my life. There's been about a month where I could hardly even walk. It was horrible. That's not why I'm here, but I've also got, I'm going to kind of go over this stuff with you here a little bit. I have a cousin who's a nurse, Tracy, and bless her. Her dad ended up having a tumor in his a brain tumor, and because it was in three generations of my family, the doctors recommended that we all go get MRI scans just to make sure that we don't have brain tumors. And thankfully, I was lucky enough that I don't have a tumor, but they did find something called a dural AV fistula, which basically means that there's some veins or some arteries in my brain that are running into the veins, and the arteries can take the blood pressure, the 120 over 80 or whatever it is, but the veins are on the return side and they're not there to take a lot of that pressure. And so what the doctor told me was, on a scale of 1 to 5, one being we just kind of have to monitor it and see how it goes down the road, and 5 being we need surgery like right today, now get your butt in there, right from the doctor's office of surgery. I was actually at a 4. So I'm heading into the hospital here coming up very soon in the next, I'm going to say 72 hours, 3 days. Tuesday, let's just see, 4 days. November 25th is when I'm heading on a Tuesday. I'm heading into for surgery. It's actually going to be some brain surgery, and I'm absolutely terrified, guys. I don't want to. I don't want to say it any other way. Many of you guys know the reason I got into this YouTube channel is because I hurt my foot, and I had to have a bunch of surgeries on that. And I was going crazy sitting in my house doing nothing. So I started this channel in a way to keep sane. And I've met some wonderful, wonderful people in here. And during my second surgery, I woke up on the operating table, and it's given me it's given me basically PTSD. Anything medical, I get extremely anxious. And even though the logical part of my brain says, hey, it's going to be all right, they perform thousands of these surgeries all the time, you're going to be fine, the animal part of my brain, the PTSD, says, hey, you're not going to wake up. And or you're going to wake up a whole different person or something. Now, the doctor had to tell me that there is the chance that I would stroke out on the table. I guess it's just kind of CYA, but as soon as he said that, I mean, my legs turned to water. So they're going to be doing, I'm not sure if it's called laparoscopic or what, but what they're going to be doing is they're going to be going through one of the arteries in my legs, and they're going up into my brain, and they're going to be taking a bunch of these little glue nodules and sealing off all these arteries that are attached to these brains. Now, that will also allow my brain to get more blood flow or better blood flow through certain parts of my brain that have been lacked, because they say that when they ended up taking me in and they put a bunch of dye inside my brain, and they x-rayed it, and they saw how my brain was, the blood was flowing through my brain, and it was shedding prematurely. So although I'm not, a dummy, uh, I probably, hopefully, will have a better part of my brain getting a lot more blood, and hopefully it just improves my memory, because the last 5 years my memory's been terrible. I've had daily headaches for the last 5 years, and this probably, I'm hoping, will solve this. Now, so they're going to either, there's going to be just a few things are going to happen. It's going to go along tickety boo. I'm going to be put out. They're going to go through the artery. They're going to put all those little blood, those little glue things, and I'm going to wake up 2 or 3 hours later in the recovery room. I'm going to spend the night in the hospital because they're actually cutting into an artery. That's the most important thing they said, is they got to make sure that the artery closes up itself up fine. Otherwise, it could bleed out that way on the way home. So there. So the other thing that could happen is I could have a stroke on the table and just die, I guess. Or I could have a stroke on the table and they could kind of try to save me, and then all of a sudden they're, without waking me up, they're just gonna shave my head, cut into my head, and drill a hole in there and do it manually that way and try to save my life that way. And I'll wake up with a hole in my head, or I'll just wake up maybe a different person. And that's, I'm really, really scared of that. I just thought I'd kind of let you guys know I've been dealing with this for the last 3 months, and it's just been on my brain so much, and we're at the final end. So I just thought I would let you guys know what was happening. And yeah, so I do have a whole bunch of more stuff that I ended up buying throughout this little bit of time, and I've got some great knives coming for you, some great EDC items coming for you. If you guys want to stick around, I do appreciate it. I do hope so. If you guys don't hear from me next week, it means that I'm gone, and I've just had an absolute blast, and I love you guys so much. You guys have kept me sane, going through so many crazy things, and yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. And hopefully, it's just absolutely nothing. Maybe it's just my brain, my PTSD brain going on crazy about it. But everybody tells me just relax. They do lots of surgeries like this. There's no problem. But man, oh man, I don't want to wake up on the operating table this time. And damn it, I want to wake up after I'm done. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys can just give me a little bit of patience here. I'll be back. You know what? And in the meantime, please, please keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying, I'm not going to say adios. That's too final. I'll say, I'll see you guys next week. All right, you guys take care. And thank you so much.